Hello, my name is Josh, and this is Real Talk Wrestling on the Fins Talk Extra, where the best content creators create content. We have Clutch who literally called, he predicted, he pulled a Josh, and he said on the show that Drew McIntyre is going to win the championship, but then he said, well, I don't think he's going to do it for real. But you pretty much called it, so that's what I would call a call. So congratulations, Clutch. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I've been on my wrestling grind this past week or so. I was at Raw. That was fun.
But were you on the ground for Raw too, or is that just for the house show?
No, I was on the ground for Raw.
Is that what that picture was from?
Yeah, because they do main event before I started the show.
Okay, good to know.
Now, listen, we didn't watch. I watched Raw up until about the main event. Be full disclosure, I didn't watch the full main event. So, and Chris popped in. Usually, he does do his homework, and he's like, "I got bad news. I don't have. I didn't watch Raw at the very end of it." I'm like, "Well, I didn't watch Raw at the very end of it either. Like literally, and I'm upset with myself because it's Thursday and I watched Raw Monday. Like I started at Monday, so I'm sorry for slacking off." That just tells me though that I wasn't interested in the main event. Am I crazy for thinking that? To me, I bet you it either ended in a DQ or a run-in. That's just how Raw main events happen, and I just didn't care. Like, what happened, Clutch?
Well, it ended up in a clean pinfall.
Oh,
yeah, Gunther got the win. Pinned AJ. I don't know how much they showed afterwards. Then they had the whole thing where AJ got up slow and the crowd started clapping for him. I think that might have been after the show was over, though. But I found the match enjoyable. The experience of being on a live show, like especially in Europe, is otherworldly. So probably a Raw that might be considered like to the home audience as mediocre, or whatever. I found it fun as hell. Those are like the funnest shows I get to experience. So I found it like from start to finish, it was enjoyable.
the show itself was good. Like, I'm not saying I was bored with the show. Raw was better this week than it was the week before. It's just things got in the way. We've been honestly planning a lot of stuff for the off season for football, fantasy football. So I know fantasy football is over, but we had meetings and all this crap. So I just got past me, and I wanted to watch it. I also want to watch the debut of TNA on Paramount. It's Paramount AMC. Is that tonight? Are we missing it? Oh man, I wanted to give them a big rating. But yeah, they're on tonight on TNT AMC, and they're going to be the direct competitors to AEW. It looks like. I can't wait. I'm honestly going to watch some TNA if I can remember. But I also say that about NXT. I do.
Do you think that will help AEW get back to its old form, get a little better? There's some more competition, or do you think it's going to be more of the same?
They're great. It's great. Everything's already great. I don't know where you're getting at.
Getting at the fact that you skipped the AEW minute for the last few shows because you said it was so bad.
They're great. I don't know. Will
TNA elevate AEW enough where you'll bring back the AEW minute?
Did you guys see the Hardy Boys? Was it Ariel Helwani or was it Van Vliet? One of these. It was Ariel Helwani. Did you guys see the Hardy Boys with him? They're like they brought it up. Ariel brought it up. He's like, "What do you think? Like, why do you think AAA or WB it used to be like we don't cross promote, we don't do anything, but like why are we doing this with TNA now with you guys now? What do you think it is?" And Matt's like, they paused for a second. Matt's like, and I'm paraphrasing, pretty obvious AEW. Like he just came out and said like pretty much they want to take down AEW. It's like, yeah, we all knew that, but for Matt Hardy, who was one of an OG of AEW, but he was really, really early on in AEW, debuted during the COVID era where he had teleported throughout Daly's place. But he pounded that drum for AEW for a very long time, and it's funny to see guys like him and Chris Jericho and others move. William Regal just totally completely trash the company and move forward. But we're not to the AEW minute, guys. I don't want to lose listeners or viewers right now. I don't. So let's talk WWE. Let's start with the first thing that happened since we last spoke with everybody. Drew McIntyre is your new WWE champion.
Mm-hmm.
kind of unexpectedly on an overseas show that nobody really, I didn't know it happened when it happened. Bobby had to tell me, "Hey, are you watching SmackDown?" I said, "Yeah, I'll watch it tonight." No, it's on right now. I'm like, "Dude, I'm at work." No, I'm not watching SmackDown. So he won a major title again where nobody was able to watch. So congratulations, WWE, for doing it twice to him. Perfect, I guess. So anyway, Clutchy, I'm sure you watched it live. It's your time zone.
Yeah. For me, it was perfect.
was
Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing, because last week I said, oh, I could see Drew winning, but I don't think so. And I guess I think so. He won. I remember seeing earlier before the show started that they said, oh, by the way, Jacob Fatu is in Germany. I'm like, okay, that's how Drew's losing the match. Cody gets to keep his title. This is what's going to happen. And they did it in a whole nother way where they made it more interesting. Jacob Fatu got in there as soon as everybody probably thought the match was over by then. No, he ended up being a distraction for Cody instead, like not on purpose. And Drew climbs out and wins the title. And it's about time. I think it was needed, this change for a while now. Now we're officially getting to the point where the crowds are getting to boo Cody louder and louder. And especially in Europe, not a big fan of Cody. So it was very interesting now, and I think it opens the door for more opportunity through the roster now that Cody's not champion anymore.
Without talking real life events, the American Nightmare, what a great heel name, because that's what I feel like I'm in right now. But Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu seems to be the next feud, honestly, and it's great. I know I was on a show Tuesday night, late night. It was a 2-hour stream with some great guys, Sean and Frankie over there. It was a great show. We talked about I had some controversial things, of course. But we talked about just Jacob Fatu and what a mistake it was for him winning that US title to begin with, and to have him turn babyface and to have him turn into this little, like, whatever he was. That's not him. But people are very upset that Cody didn't retain the title, or at least on this show. They wanted Cody to retain the title because they're like, why you bring Fatu back up to feud with Cody if there's no title involved? Like, it's kind of meaningless. But let me digress. Frankie, if you're watching, I love you, brother. He's an AEW mark. That's what AEW would do. You bring back a strong heel to have him lose. That's what they do. This is smart. Now Fatu could beat Cody, and nothing would happen. Fatu's not going to win the WWE Championship after he beats up Cody Rhodes. And I think that's what Fatu needs to revive his career, because it's not like he was dead, but Clutch, tell me if I'm wrong, like, he was losing a lot of momentum with his stupid babyface run.
He was still pretty over as a babyface to me. What really slowed him down was he just started going down with, like, I think injury. It had to miss time, and then that's when the babyface run really died. He started strong as one of the guys for Solo, and then the babyface run was a little bit lesser than his heel run, but he was still, like, above water, I think. And then I don't know, the injuries just kind of slowed him down, because he's just such a good in-ring talent, and he can be such a good character. Now I'm interested to see what it is, because he came back seemingly as a babyface with the intentions of going after the guy who took him out, apparently, Drew, and now he ends up costing Cody, and that's going to make for an interesting dynamic. Who's going to be the heel in this situation, and how that's going to work.
What do you think about this, Chris? Were you aware of this, or were you too busy, like, having fun Friday night?
No, it caught me a little bit off guard that they were having these shows during the day. I forgot that they went overseas, but I did know about it because I opened up my Facebook and it's showing match results, and I was like, wait, what did I miss? Like, why does it say it was 30 minutes ago? So I was following along online because, like you said, we were at work, so we couldn't really be watching, but I did see the results of these matches.
So Fat 2. I need your opinion on this because would you like? We always talk about monsters not needing titles. It's kind of stupid that the Fiend held a title. You're good, dude. It's just I would so much prefer Fat 2 just to be a monster on SmackDown, just destroy everybody, not wanting a title, not wanting nothing. I think this feud with Cody can get him there. But man, if Cody buries this guy or beats this guy in a feud, like what are we doing? That's what I feel at this point. Like, what are we doing? I'll say you, Chris.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because I remember before Fat 2 went away for a little bit, he had some momentum, and it gives us something else. Like Clutch was just saying, people are starting to boo Cody. We're a little bored with Cody. So if they do step into a feud right now, what would a Cody win do for anybody at that point? It would go nowhere. It would be pointless. It would do more harm than good, that's for sure. But you could have Cody, obviously just lost the title. He could go and lose a feud to Fat 2, kind of be reeling a little bit. It happens in real life. Look at your Kansas City Chiefs. They were on top for a while. Now they're starting to lose a little bit. You can have that happen, and it's okay, and it's better long term. So I agree with you, Fat 2. If they do get into a feud, he should definitely be the one to get that win. And yeah, the monster heels don't always need the title. So that could kind of give him something to do, really build himself up. That way, if they do want to have him go for a title down the road somewhere, it would make sense. But in the matches that I've seen him in, he's entertaining enough to where he doesn't always need the title to make his matches feel even more important. He puts on really good matches.
So on the flip side of things, Drew McIntyre walks away with a title. He's left with no challengers I went through the men's SmackDown side of things.
There's I was just looking at too.
There's like 2 contenders I see, which I think that's all you need. I think we can get to WrestleMania with these 2 contenders, and maybe you sprinkle in a couple off people here and there. WWE doesn't always defend their titles on PLEs anymore. It's refreshing. So we don't always have to see every 30 days.
Because there's so many of them. We don't need it every time.
Yes. So Drew has these contenders. Now, Clutch, I'm interested because I know you probably think or have an idea, and I'm sure the IWC is already running with this idea. So I'm going to let you, before I say it, let you know. Like, who are these contenders I'm speaking of that you can think of? Could you guess these 2 contenders?
I think one of them is Randy Orton.
Bingo. All right.
The other one, Sami Zayn.
Bingo. That's it. Unless you could think of someone else, let me know. Someone would just try and tell me Trick Williams, and I kind of wanted to laugh at him. Just because he's new, but he's new.
Mm-hmm. I could see a world where they have Damian Priest in there.
They already had that feud, but I could see it again. Run it back. Yeah. One off, whatever it may be.
Now, I don't know that he's on the show much right now because I don't keep up with SmackDown as well, but what is The Miz doing right now? I could see him as just kind of a quick... But, sometimes that first match doesn't always make a lot of story sense. They kind of just throw him in with somebody just to get a win. You know what I mean? We always think about, like, what makes a great story here and there, but sometimes that first match, it's just let's get some wins stacked up. So it doesn't always make the most sense. You can't put somebody that's the bottom of the card into the title scene. Miz is somebody you could throw in just to have a match. Granted, I don't know what he's doing right now because I haven't kept up close enough, or if he's even really on the show.
When is the Royal Rumble?
2 weeks?
Early February, I think.
Okay. So this is my point I'm going to bring up. It's January 31st.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So Rumble's one of the big 4. It's one of the big ones. It's not going to be a one-off, Chris. It's not going to be The Miz or whoever it may be. It's going to be defended at the Rumble, I assume. It's the Royal Rumble. I assume it's either going to be a rematch with Cody or Triple H likes to run. If you guys pay attention closely, he retreads storylines. This whole Fat 2 thing coming back is literally Jade. You think he's going to attack someone else, but he ends up messing up, whatever. AJ Styles, my best friend John Cena, don't disrespect him. Randy's probably going to be the first opponent at the Royal Rumble. It makes sense. Cody's my dog. Cody's my guy. Blah, 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 blah. And they have a one-off match and Drew beats him. That, to me, is Royal Rumble. I hope that happens because that's a big money match. It'd be a fun match. Be a good little 2-week feud. But I don't know. They could do whatever they're going to do. I'm more concerned about the Royal Rumble winners, and I didn't know it was that close. I
saw that today, that it was only 2 weeks away. I'm like, no, that can't be right. That doesn't seem right. But how are we in WrestleMania season already?
I think you're going to be jumping for joy, Chris, very soon, because what has Sami Zayn been saying forever? Ever since he was on Raw, when Seth Rollins pretty much kicked him off Raw, gonna be a world champion. Karrion Kross was like, no, you're not. This is setting up for Sami to get that Rumble win or whatever it may be. Where are they at? They're in Saudi for the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Sami's going to get that Royal Rumble win, and we're going to WrestleMania. It's happening. It's going to be fun. I think SmackDown's going to get a big boost because of this. I feel like Cody was... I don't think... What I mean by this, and don't take this the wrong way, Cody doesn't provide great stories, as in what Sami Zayn or Roman Reigns can do. I don't think he can. I think he's over dramatic with them. I think he tries to overdo them. I think he loses the crowd because he doesn't keep it simple. Sami Zayn can tell stories. Drew McIntyre, we know, can tell stories. I think this is going to be one of the hottest feuds going into WrestleMania, and I cannot wait. Clutch, don't crush my dreams. This is happening, right?
I was saying something like thinking something similar when you brought up Sami Zayn, and then I thought about it. It seems like this is the moment. If he's like I said this for LA Knight, like probably a few months back, if he is ever going to win a world championship, it's now. And everything seems to be lining up. You added the fact that I didn't even think of. It's in Saudi. Sami is a big time like crowd favorite in Saudi. It's basically kind of hometown territory, like the way they treat him. Mm-hmm. So I think you made me change my Royal Rumble pick.
But it's too obvious, man. Like, it's too obvious. Who was your pick before? Or do you not want to give it up till next week?
No, it was. I think I told you guys. I think it was going to be Braun Breaker or Seth Rollins.
Okay. I wonder if Seth's going to be back in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever that is.
Out of those two, I would rather it be Braun over Seth.
Can I just?
I'd rather be Sami over everyone.
I don't want to be Braun ever. Not ever. This year, though. I think he does. I think him taking a step back and fighting Penta and these guys and just squashing them real quick, I think it's good for him. I think he got thrusted into the main event scene, and he had a bad match with CM Punk. Like, he did. Let's be honest. He didn't have a great match. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not ready for the spotlight yet, but we have time with this guy. We have a lot of time with him. Sami Zayn, how much time do we really have? Clutch is right. If you're going to do it now. Braun Breaker, you expect him to be there for the next decade.
Yep.
It could happen eventually. So it's kind of like right time, right place. Like, right? Saudi Arabia, Sami Zayn, long-term storytelling. He's been saying he's going to do this for a while. I don't know if he's still saying it because he's on SmackDown and nobody watches SmackDown, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be like, it is what it is, but he said it on Raw. Does he still say that, Clutch? Or are they treating the U.S. title as his world championship?
I haven't seen much of Sami lately, and that's because also I don't pay as much attention to SmackDown as I should. I'll watch SmackDown live when I can and while doing things, so maybe I missed stuff here and there, but the last thing he was like, I vividly remember him doing was the Survivor Series elimination match, and after that, it was kind of like, after that, I don't have any much memory of what he's doing.
Yeah, but this will be a perfect feud. Drew McIntyre beats up Randy Orton, beats him, whatever, beats him flat. That night, Sami Zayn wins the Rumble. We have like 2 weeks of him. He has to visit SmackDown, visit Raw, like he's a prospect choosing who he's going to sign with or whatever. And then he's going to pick Drew McIntyre or whoever. He could pick whoever the Raw champion is at that time. We don't know if it's going to be Punk or not. And I think he's going to be one of the main events. I think it's going to be a time where another Royal Rumble winner isn't a main event because I have a bigger match scheduled for WrestleMania. And you're not going to like it, Clutch.
Uh-oh.
Because it involves your favorite wrestler of all time.
It
And
does,
the
or it
American
doesn't?
Nightmare. It does. I think Cody and CM Punk have to. It doesn't make sense right now. But is that not one of the biggest matches?
I
We
like
have
that.
them both now. Yeah.
Like, I actually like that idea a lot. I said this like last time because they kept doing probably months ago. They were doing like face-to-face teases like here and there, and like it makes you. That's one of the matches I really want, and I think they should cash in before it's too late and Punk gets too old for this.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think that would be an excellent way to main event WrestleMania. And if they want to do the full like main event go last, give Punk like the proper main event, even though he technically got his night one main event. Like give him the proper night two main event and everything. I think that'd be amazing.
Yep. I think it's either going to be Punk and Roman or Punk and Cody. I don't know which one yet, but I want Cody, but I'm leaning towards it being Roman for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. We still need to see that match, Chris. You laugh, but we still need to see that match.
Yeah, no, so you're probably leaning Roman because Roman's always in the main event scene at WrestleMania. It feels like for the last decade.
Cody too, past two in a row.
Yeah, recent, but Roman's always hanging around the main event scene.
Yeah, because he's
Also, you have to assume that sooner rather than later, Roman is going to start chasing a championship again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man, what if now? Okay, hear me out. This is getting even crazy. What if somehow Sammy wins it before, and then we get Roman Sammy again? Dude, that was one of the hottest matches, hottest crowds I have ever seen. And I think they can spark up some magic. I don't know, man. I can't wait for WrestleMania season because we're here. Like it's January, the Rumble's in 2 weeks, whatever. And we get to start talking about these fun matchups, and I just cannot wait. I didn't have any notes for the women's side of things. I don't think I did, at least. I don't have anything to say about it. I don't know what to say about the women's division. I don't know if I'm interested in the women's. I know I'm not interested in Rhea and Io. I know I'm not. Like that's a fact. I fast forwarded through that stuff. How are you liking her in the mid card or in some like? I know she can't always be on top, Clutch, but how are you enjoying like her and Io kind of sharing this main event status, but yet still in the mid card?
For now, like as a temporary thing, I like the fact that the women's tag division is finally a focus because it used to be a throwaway title that you would put on two random people and not care about it. But now you're seeing like higher caliber names step into the division. Now Rhea and Io were champions. You can get some cool stuff going on. I don't mind it at all. I like what they're doing with them and the Intercontinental title division with Becky, what she's doing, and those two divisions, like with the women, are making like the main title divisions look like crap because nothing is going on over there.
Those are words, Chris. How do you, man? I listen. I just want to say this before I pass to Chris. I enjoyed Maxine and Becky's feud. I know, Chris, you still don't believe me. I enjoyed it. I even said that on the when I was on. I did. I liked it. I said on Tuesday. No, I said on Tuesday night. So you misconstrued my words. On Tuesday night with these other guys, Sean and Frankie, because we had a conversation of the state of the women's division AEW. And I made a statement that Maxine Dupree is better than any woman on AEW. She is. She's improved so much. And I enjoyed this feud because of Becky. Becky, I hate Becky. You guys know this. Chris, you know this especially. I can't stand watching Becky. Mm-hmm. She has been the best thing on since Dominic's gone. She's the best thing on Raw. She is 100% the best thing on Raw. Chris, are you liking this Becky and then the women's division and the tag team division like Clutch?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I actually watched the segments with all the tag teams and I watched the match and I thought it was really good. And like you said, it gives them something to do and it makes it feel important. Like they've given us a reason to care about the tag titles. They're giving us a reason to care about the Intercontinental title. Whereas before they just seemed like little props, right? They didn't mean anything. So And then it also keeps the main event scene whenever they make it back there, it'll keep it feeling fresh. Whereas if Rhea was, I'm a big Rhea fan personally.
Mhm.
And if she's always hanging around the main event scene, it gets stale. It's the same thing that they finally did with Charlotte. Her being in the main event scene, it got very stale. We couldn't stand it anymore. And so they moved her over to the tag division, and it's like it's revitalized her career, I feel like, and her as a person. So they're making that division. If it's going to exist, it's good that they're making it relevant and they're putting some bigger names in there. So I'm good with it. I enjoyed it personally too.
Clutch is laying some fade down. Are you not liking the U.S. Championship on Raw or SmackDown or whoever? I don't even know who it is.
It's Julia again after beating Chelsea Green in a nothing match. And I haven't enjoyed it. Hopefully they're breathing some new life into the SmackDown division because Jordan Grace is officially on SmackDown now. So I'm hoping it gets better. And on the like main title side on SmackDown, you have Jade walking around beating up on jobbers, like bullying BFAB for no reason.
That's what Jade does best, brother. I just still can't believe they actually pulled the trigger and gave her the title. As someone who doesn't watch SmackDown, how is it going? Like, how is it going over there? Because is what's her name back? Tiffy, like she's gone.
She's gone. Bianca's not back yet.
Yeah.
The women got nothing going on SmackDown at least.
Like, who is their top contender for Jade? Is it Michin? Is it like it's Dread? Like, it's so Dread over there. I feel bad for them. Now that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go over, but we have some things. We have an open forum. We have an AEW minute. Clutch, is there anything that we may have missed that I did not have in our little notes today that you want to talk about?
You brought up for a very, very slight moment, it's on the title of the show, the CM Punk Open Challenge thing.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I forgot. Thank you. Yes. CM Punk is holding open challenges for the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor in Ireland, which I'm not going to lie, I'm into. I like Finn Balor a lot. I think this is going to be a fun match, but there's nothing there. There's no reason for this. This is an open challenge. And if I can sit here and criticize AEW all day for it, I have to do it for this show as well. I don't like it. I don't like that Liv had to taunt him to do it. I don't like that I, as a fan, had to remember CM Punk naming him because I don't remember that. I don't like the fact that that anyone could walk out there and tell CM Punk that I want a championship and CM Punk will say yes. I don't like it, man. But Chris,
I think that they did this though. It was done without much story just because of the location. You got to have Finn Balor in an important match. So that was just a way to get him in there. Take it for what it is. It's not going to be a good story because there is no story. Even though they tried to work a little something in there, it'll be a fun match. I'm okay if they do that every now and then. If that's CM Punk's entire title reign is just another open challenge and another one, then that's no good. But he can sneak one in there. It's fine with me at least.
Sneak one in, and then another one comes. Like, yeah, it was only two. Then another one.
No, I said he can sneak one. I just said if he does it over and over, it's no good. If they're just doing this one because they're traveling around right now, I'm okay with it. So let's see what they do with it.
Clutch, you go ahead and give your piece. I'm gonna have to see when the last time Finn Balor won a singles match on cagematch.net. Maybe Tony Khan's there too. Cagematch.net.
But for Finn Balor, I mean, like you said, I don't mind it when it's once. I don't think his entire gimmick is gonna be like, hey, open challenge everybody. It's just a one-time thing. They're trying to find something for him to do because he can't go through the whole vision vortex again. So getting Finn in there for, I guess, as a stopgap like match. Can't even say feud because there's not really a feud. And then I guess regrouping back at the Royal Rumble with whatever it's going to be. I still don't know what the plans for Punk at the Rumble would be. So I'm interested in that. But yeah, I don't think you can have that Finn Balor match. It's going to be good. Has a good story because of where it is and everything. And yeah, I don't think Punk's going to be one of those like open challenge champions like like the U.S. title is on SmackDown.
I listen. I agree. I'm just being a dick. But on 1/11/2026, Jey Uso defeats Finn Balor at a WWE Road to Royal Rumble house show. That was just a couple days ago.
Yeah, so there you go. 4 days ago.
Okay, that was his
Number
last
one
singles.
contender.
Hold on. His second to last match was on January 10th. He lost to Jey Uso again, the house show. I'm trying to think of like a televised show. Oh, okay. His last televised, last time is now tournament, first round, Penta defeats Finn Balor. So he's 0-3 in his last 3. Like, I'm going down this list of his matches. He just hasn't been featured. And that's kind of what my problem is with it. He just hasn't been featured. So it's kind of silly. I understand they're an island. I understand that. I totally get that. Do something else with him.
Did you check the rankings to see where he's at in the rankings?
the WWE rankings? Well, apparently now he's number 1.
He's number 1. After a few house show losses, right to number 1.
But let me just throw this out there to the IWC and all the people out there that cry about this and that, and AEW just has the open challenges and there's no I hear nobody talking about this. And maybe it's because I'm not on those websites, but you're going to criticize one company for it. You got to criticize the other one. And it's not even just like, oh, it's just whatever, a throwaway. It's your top star, honestly, with the top title. Right now, it's the top title. Imagine that, Clutch. I think this is the top title now, the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins never felt this important. CM Punk does. Think about that. And they're just having an open challenge for it. It's fine. It is what it is. Just make it make sense. Have Finn Balor win a match. Have Finn Balor earn it. Not just, hey, I haven't won a match in 2020 since 2023, but can I get a match? It's kind of weak. I wish they did more. That's all. But you're right, Clutch. If he would have got Braun Breaker again or Bronson Reed, I think the crowd would have. I think we would have got that. So, what else are they going to do at this point? I feel like they're treading water with the main titles in the main event. Like you said, Clutch, like the women are making the men feel kind of, what are we doing?
Which, by the way, did you see the Raw segment with Braun and and Adam Pearce?
Break it down, because yes, I did.
It was one of the most enjoyable moments that I've seen live in person in a show, because you got to see a little bit of everything going on with just Braun flying around, and then Pierce. Like, I like Pierce now. Like, I can't believe I say this, because I was like, yeah, Nick Aldis is so much better than Pierce. Like, this was my thought going forward, like, for the last few months. I really like Pierce now. He is one of the best general managers I've seen in a while, because he's not scared to get in anybody's face. And finally having like some physical contact there, and then that gives them the opportunity to get like Braun kind of away from the title picture for a little bit from Punk, because now he's suspended. So they can go off a storyline there. And yeah, I thought it was like really well done.
Yep. I don't like how it's always a crutch, because they did that with Brock too. Every time Brock had to go off TV, he attacked Adam Pearce and he got suspended. Like, that's right. Happened every time. I hope they don't keep on doing this. But I think it's a great angle. I like how Paul Heyman kind of threatened Adam Pearce without threatening him.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Do we see Adam Pearce in the ring ever again?
Probably not.
I hope not. I know it's been teased.
Spear, though.
You can see him as a what?
I can see him catch a spear from Braun, though.
Oh yeah, I can see that too. But I couldn't see a full match. But I don't know. They've been talking about that. It's been teased before of him, Adam Pearce, it is, wrestling matches. I just hope we don't see it. But yeah, I love Adam Pearce. I need a drink. Like, he's like the heel manager is like so common in wrestling these days, or the GM with an agenda. They have something to do or want something to do, or they support the good guys or they support the bad guys. Adam Pearce is like the first general manager ever that's just a general manager.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. I like it.
Bald man trying to do his job.
Yeah, and he's just pissed off because nobody wants to
Yeah.
nobody wants to do their job right or fall in line. He's just like, oh, every segment he's just so stressed out. And I think that's a good part of Raw. The way they introduced him to the way he is now is a totally different character. And it's grown so much. Like he doesn't get the credit. Nick Aldis, I have no comment on. I don't watch SmackDown as well documented during this podcast, but I can see where I like him, but I don't like how he has it's gonna sound horrible. This is gonna sound American. He has the accent and everything, the look to be a heel manager, but he's not. He's just like Adam Pearce. So we have two Adam Pearces, just one's a foreigner, but they both work. They do. They both work. I just wish one was a heel to make it make sense, or maybe they do have this kind of rivalry going on, so that's cool. Like I don't know. I like what they're doing. Let me just say that I like what they're doing with the GMs. So let's get into the AEW minute because I do have one, Chris. I do have one, Clutch.
Good.
Yes.
Need to know what's going on over there.
Mercedes Moné, start the clock. Mercedes Moné has dropped her TBS title and she is crying every week. Nobody
Sounds
cares.
familiar.
Yep. Andrade re-debuted.
I thought I saw that. I wasn't sure if it was an old post and my Facebook had gotten all messed up. So he did AEW, WWE called him back, so he went there, and now he's back on AEW. Like how? How did that happen?
He re-debuted and no mention of his attack on Kenny Omega. Instead, he beat up the Young Bucks instead. So Andrade is now officially a member of the Don Callis family. So is Jake Doyle, who was Jake somebody in TNA. He's a new member of the Don Callis family. I think they're up to 16 now total members of the Don Callis family.
It's like late years of NWO. Everybody's in.
Yep. Jon Moxley turned babyface. Why? Nobody knows. It was never explained. He's the new Continental Championship, though, as our champion, as he won the Continental Championship at the last pay-per-view. And he just turned babyface literally for no reason. Cool. Will Hobbs. Rumors are he's heading to WWE. Rumors are he's heading to NXT. I didn't know any of this. Or rumors are he's skipping, according to Clutch, going straight to SmackDown. I didn't know any of this until maybe about an hour before our show because I was on Blue Sky and I saw people very upset and how he's going to fail over there in WWE. People are very mad they're losing Will Hobbs. So apparently that was his last Dynamite ever last night, which I didn't see. He's moving on. And that's it for AEW Minute. Nothing else has actually happened.
There you go.
That's it.
I feel
Nothing's
caught up.
happened.
I don't need to go back and watch now. You got us caught up.
You don't need. Also, just a throw out there. Some content creator made this known. The Young Bucks have had a match for money for like the past 3 months. That's been their storyline. Fighting for money, wrestling for money. You know this, Chris. You know this, Clutch, right?
Yeah, because they were real broke and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Clutch, you're aware of this storyline?
I had no idea.
Okay. They want more money. They're wrestling for money. And the last match was like a tag team match for $1 million. Literally. And Don Callis stole the money. They won the match and Don Callis stole the money. And they're like, so how the feud ended, how the storyline ended, how everything ended. The Young Bucks eventually had to make a decision. Get their $1 million back from Don Callis or save their friend Kenny Omega. You know what they chose, Clutch?
What?
They're not here to make money. They're here to make friends. Their feud is still going on. That whole feud was a shot at CM Punk. And I didn't realize it until another content creator said it. They need to grow the fuck up. Sorry, Bobby.
Yeah, they're still on that. Like that's such old news at this point.
I didn't really get it until it was explained to me that way.
Jeez.
But they dropped the $1 million bag to save their friend Kenny Omega because they're not here to make money. Clearly. So that ends the AEW Minute. And I hope if you're watching, there's a bunch of you watching right now on X. If you're seeing this for the first time and you just now learned that yourself, drop a like because I stole that from somebody else and I deserve credit.
You deserve credit for stealing it.
I do. Clutch, you really weren't aware of that storyline of like the money, and they're like one episode specifically in the very beginning of the show before they do before they do the intro to Dynamite or it's Wednesday night. They play a video package, and Nick Jackson has all the money, and he's on top of the Hard Rock Casino. And Matt's like, I'm gonna go get us Lamborghinis. We're gonna have the greatest intro tonight on Dynamite. We're gonna have like a WrestleMania. He didn't say WrestleMania, but see, we're gonna have a top end entrance tonight because their gimmick was that we're broke. They didn't have an entrance. That's what they wanted. They wanted their entrance back. So in the time of Matt doing that, Nick went into the casino and lost all the money, all $1 million in like 2 hours. Lost it all. And Matt came back and he's like, all right, I got all the stuff. I got the appointments. We just need to make the payment. And Nick's standing there with like the bags with nothing in it. And Matt's like, you lost the money. And that was a skit.
Is this just the Baron Corbin gimmick?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Broke ass Young Bucks?
Yep.
I don't know.
Down on their luck. Feel bad for them. Everyone's poking fun at them. It's exactly what it is. Soon they'll be the Happy Bucks.
But at the end of the day, Chris, like I said, they chose their friend over the money.
Well, good for them.
I'm happy that it's been resolved and
chose to be petty like 3 years later.
Oh, I'm sorry. AEW Minute back in. The first contender of MJF does anyone know? Could it be Edge? Could it be Bobby Lashley? Could it be Swerve? Could it be Samoa Joe? Who do you think it is, Chris? The first contender for the AEW Championship?
Whoever you deem is the Tozawa of AEW. Which I don't know who that is.
Bandito.
There you go. That's the Tozawa of AEW is Bandito for you.
Freaking Bandito. And I sat here and complained about Finn Balor getting a shot.
I was about to say, what was his? He probably has a win more recently though.
I think he
wasn't an important win.
I think he won the Diamond Battle Royal, and I think he beat the person who, I think he won the Diamond Ring. And MJF's like, give that back to me, like it's mine. I've won it every year, and I wasn't in it this year. I want my ring. And Bandito is speaking in Spanish, and it's not working. It's not working. Although here's the best thing, MJF this week brought an interpreter with him to cut the promo, and then the big pop was Bandito goes, I speak English, you son of a bitch. And then like the whole crowd popped. Like that was good. Like,
that's good.
That was good.
Some good heel work.
Yeah, that was actually a good segment
for MJF to do that.
But yeah, that's it for me, man. I got nothing else to say. Unless you guys have anything else to say, we could wrap it up and I can get back to my Pokemon Legends ZA grind. I've owned the game since Christmas and I've already put in over 150 hours. I need help. Like, someone help me.
Oh, now that you speak of video games, I tell myself every year I'm not getting the new WWE 2K, and then I see the news that CM Punk is the showcase athlete, and now I have to get WWE 2K.
Oh, he's a showcase? Dang. Yeah. So, quick story on that. I bought it, this version of the last year. I've maybe put in 5 hours into it. I bought the DLCs. I bought the fucking everything, dude. This is like, it's not worth it to me, but I like the showcases. And the CM Punk one's going to be cool. I wonder what they're going to do. Like, if Jericho's back, is he going to be in the game? Are they going to allow people like Edge in the game? I doubt it. I don't know, man. But Chris, if you ever get back in the 2026s, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch 2, they put out some great games. WWE 2K is one of them. Clutch, do you have a PS5? I think we spoke about this.
Yeah, I have a PS5. Why
don't you just wait? Do you have the PlayStation Plus membership?
Yeah.
You know that they always put those games out on like the free, like I guarantee you WWE 2K, whatever this version is, the one we have now, 100% is going to be on the free catalog eventually to download for free. That's how I got last year's. The one, because I didn't buy last year's, I bought this year's. I just waited till it become free.
No, yeah, I get that, but I'm just
I know you want it right away. Like the 2K games, like when NBA 2K goes on free, because it does every year, I download it. I play one season. I just pick a random team and play 182 game season, and then I delete the game. It's the best. It's the best way to play sports games because it gets repetitive if you're going over and over and over again.
Listen,
right, Chris?
I'll update and buy a new system when GTA comes out. Whenever that is.
2052. Who knows?
I said I was gonna buy a new one, and then I was gonna get some games to go with that whenever that dropped. But until then, I don't have a need for it. I'm good with my Switch 1 and my PlayStation 4 and whatever else I got. My little handheld, this thing that we talked about.
Yeah, that thing's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I got. I didn't buy one, but I wanted to.
And
all right. Well, that being said,
$50.
we're gonna get out of here. It's been a fun show. We'll be back next week. Is next week the prediction show for the Rumble? Probably not.
Yeah,
next week is no, because the Rumble's on the 31st, and we have a show on the 22nd and 29th.
29th. Yep.
Yeah. So next week will just be more nonsense, and then the week after will be our Rumble prediction show.
And I was gonna say real quick on the Rumble, it probably snuck up on us because we're this close to it, and I don't think I've heard anyone talk about the Royal Rumble or declare for the Royal Rumble yet. And that maybe is why that might be why it snuck up on us, because normally they talk about it earlier in January, but no one's in it so far.
Like Sheamus will come out and go, "I declare for the Rumble," but no one's done that this year.
No one's done it yet, and that's why it snuck up on us. We got how many more shows? Raws. We got 2.
Yeah, 2
Raws, and 3 SmackDowns. That's why it doesn't feel like Royal Rumble. No one said anything
Next Monday
about it.
On MLK Day, we're going to see the ball thing, right? I guarantee it. They have to start pushing for it now.
Yeah.
But that being said, we're going to get on out of here. See you guys next week. Clutch, thank you so much for joining. Chris, as always, you've been a fine addition to the show, as always.
Thanks.
So thank you for your hard work. Later, guys.